Good morning. Welcome to the
Morning.
market.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for our shopping today.
I know. Today is kind of a unique thing. One of our other vendors in the market, Chef Marcel, who has a company
Yes.
called Fat Man Little Kitchen that does all these sauces.
Really spicy, delicious
Yeah,
sauces.
and he's a First Nation chef, and he also works in the camps and things like that. So we'll get to chef's history when you guys go do your walking, I guess.
Okay.
But why don't we just head on over there? I'll introduce you to him. And of course, I got to go run a market.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
you can hand me off and we'll go shopping. Well, I do like, though, how we came matching today, though.
Do you
Our
think
matching
I'm all
attire,
logoed
right?
up? Do you
Very
think,
nice.
right?
Yeah, very nice. We're all
Want to see
branded.
some of my tats? No.
Right? That's
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
You know, I wouldn't
No,
put it
no.
past you, Keith.
Yeah. So let's go and we'll get that done. And I think we'll do cooking after the market closes tonight, right? So,
Right?
Yeah.
Let's
Perfect.
go.
Okay, let's go. Marcel!
What up?
How you doing, bud?
Not bad.
Hi, Marcel.
Hi.
This is Marcel. What
Marcel.
else can I say?
The man with the sauces.
Bigger than life.
He's
Well,
very
you-
saucy.
Yeah.
You guys are at the right booth because it's a hot booth and attractive people. So
Oh, well, stop. No more. Really. No.
So talk to Marcel about doing some of his cooking for us after the market,
Great.
but I can't go shopping with you because you told me you'd rather go shopping with Tracy,
100%.
right?
And this place wouldn't run without you. So
That's right. That's what boss things to do, right?
Yeah.
The managing stuff. Got to take
Be
care of.
gentle with
I'll
her,
see you.
please, right?
Tracy, Marcel, nice to meet you.
Yeah, if your sauces are really spicy, we'll have to be gentle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. I'll leave you guys and we'll see you out in the kitchen after, right?
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks,
I can't
Chef.
wait.
Yeah, he always
Take
takes
care.
off for the manager stuff, but he'll be back for the tasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
We're going to have a hot sauce challenge while we taste as well.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you.
See you at the market. Bye.
All right, your sauces look so delicious. I'm just going to slide on in here beside you. Is
Come
that all
on
right?
in,
So I
yep.
can take a closer look. These all look amazing. But first, before we talk about the sauces, you have to tell me, how did you get your start to become a chef?
My mom was working a lot, so my grandma kind of raised me. And when I was a little kid, I'd stand on the little step stool and watch my grandma bake and cook all the time, Saskatoon pies, and that's kind of where the love for cooking came. And then as I became older, love entertaining, love working with people, and nothing makes people happier on earth than food, right? So.
Oh, wonderful. And are you from Edmonton? Where?
Born and raised. I was born in Wetaskiwin, but I was raised here in Edmonton. I'm originally from Waterhen Lake First Nation up north, right? Yeah.
Great. And now for sauces, what made you decide to specialize in sauces?
I love crazy hot sauce, and by the time we made it to the level of heat that I enjoyed, there was nothing like it. We were spending $50 to $200 US shipping sauces up. We were getting them, and it was just pepper mash, vinegar, and extract, and they tasted horrible. So a friend of mine gave me his grandma's recipe. We made the sauce, and this is the hot.
That's these little ones here?
Yeah, this one right here is the first one we made in mason jars, and we took it to work. I kept giving it to my coworkers, and one of my coworkers, in really fun and exciting words, told me where I could put myself. And then he said after that, he said after that, if you made a not hot sauce, I'd buy it off you. So we went home, bought 12 little bottles off Amazon, wrote in green Sharpie, not hot sauce, and didn't put all the Carolina Reaper. And then we sold 12. Next time we sold 24, and then it's just kind of grown from that. Right?
And so is it really not hot sauce?
Do not trust my pepper scale.
Oh, dear.
That's why we
Okay,
only
yeah.
did 4, because that one pepper's really like a 2.5, right? So,
Yeah, because you just mentioned what peppers are in it, and I know
Habanero.
those are hot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then what about these ones here?
So limited edition, my boss who I worked for at Primco Dene Catering LP was like, it'd be really good, a blueberry boom hot sauce.
Oh, I love
So
that.
we used Weary pepper, which is, Keith, the market manager, would know. It's from South Caribbean, French Guiana, big part of that.
Yeah.
Little peppers, super citrusy, delicious. Blueberries, strawberries. We made it a little more savory, so ginger and garlic. Goes awesome on bread, chicken, fish. It's just great.
Oh, it sounds amazing. Okay. Well, you've put together a menu for us that we're going to be cooking up. And so what sauces are you going to use for that?
Today we're going to buy some ghost pepper bourbon barbecue sauce,
Yeah.
some Saskatoon, and some not hot sauce.
Okay.
These two we probably won't be cooking directly with, but we can put them on after. This one, wait till you
Dipping.
try it on Bannock.
I love Bannock.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, let's put a couple of those aside, and we got some other shopping to do, so let's get at it.
Let's do this.
All
Tracy,
right,
you're
you
the
ready?
best. Yes. Yeah.
You're the best. Okay, so on your menu, you said that you wanted to cook up some bison.
100%.
Right, so we've got Thunder and Ground Bison Ranch here at the market.
Yep.
Right?
How are you?
Hello. Hi.
Good.
I'm Tracy. This is Marcel. Have you guys met before?
Once or
Yeah.
twice?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're Larissa.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, you
So
too.
we need to pick up some bison for
Okay.
a menu that the chef has prepared for us.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your business? How long have you been at the market?
Yeah. Well, I've been at the market for a long time, since the second year it started.
Wow, that
However
is a
many
long
years
time.
that is now. Yeah, I pretty much grew up here.
Yeah.
So, but with the bison meat, I've been here since 2003.
Oh, okay.
So I
But
started
in
the
total,
farm
close to 30 years,
34
would you say?
years.
Wow.
Or whatever. Yeah, 34.
Oh, how long have you
whatever
been
year they're
at the
at.
market?
I don't even know.
I've been at the market as a vendor since I think August of last year. But my grandma used to take me here, and we'd take the old the trolley across the old train tracks,
Oh yeah.
and we'd come shop here, and then she'd take me back across. And yeah, so
That's the best.
Yeah.
They still have those trolleys going.
they're
yeah.
newish, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so you said your parents started here originally at the
Yeah,
market?
my parents started here with produce. They used
Okay.
to have vegetables and bedding plants.
But then how did you get into bison?
Well, I didn't want to pick peas for the rest of my life.
I
So,
don't blame you. I usually eat more than they go
Yeah.
in my basket. Yeah.
so I went to university to learn about livestock management and ended up working on bison farms and then just kind of never looked back.
And how many bison do you have?
Altogether, I have about 120. So that's the
Okay.
breeding herd and then the calves, yearlings, 2-year-olds.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of delicious.
Right?
Ah.
Yeah, that is. So what sets yours apart from other bison?
So the main focus of my production system is conservation and preservation. So I'm really in it to keep the bison a bison. So I'm not managing them to be bigger gainers, heavier gainers. They're all grass finished. My production is pretty much managed by them. So it's what they need. It's what their natural instincts that's how I try to manage them.
Okay.
And you can
fulfill
taste
that.
it, like we were talking about it on the way here.
Oh, and I want to.
You can.
I do. I would like to very much. Okay, so what are you thinking, Chef? What kind of cut would you like? Because I see you've got lots of selection.
Yes. Yeah, it's a good selection. Yeah.
What are you
Amazing
thinking?
selection. Bison prime rib, lots of fat.
Yeah?
It's hard to find that much fat
Right?
on wild meat.
Yeah, because bison's quite a lean meat,
Quite
isn't
lean.
it, normally?
That's beautiful. That's kind of standard fare. So we're also going to do flank steak, kind of off.
Oh, I love
got to
it.
show you that. Look at that.
Yeah. Wow.
That is the most beautiful thing ever. That's a
The
tenderloin.
tenderloin.
And
That
you
is
just-
that is awesome. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, but we're not doing
We should
tenderloin.
have done
we're doing-
tenderloin. Anyways, we're
But
going to
you
do
know
flank
what?
steak, and we're going to do.
We'll have
we're
to
gonna
come
do
back
prime
again.
rib.
Okay.
Done deal.
So we'll take how many? 2 of each?
We'll do three.
Three?
3 and 2. Yeah. Grab those. You got that magic bag?
I do. I've got it right here. There you
Yeah.
go. Thank you, Chef.
Larissa,
There
you're,
you go.
Feel like
you're
it's
a
trick or
doll.
treat. Trick or treat with bison steaks. That's a new kind of Halloween treat.
That's the
Yeah,
best kind.
I think we
Thank you
should
so
start
much.
that
Yeah,
up.
you're very
Right?
welcome.
Yeah, I'm coming to your house for Halloween.
Yeah, right on.
We both are. Yeah. Okay. Thanks,
Thank you
Larissa.
so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good day.
So, Chef Marcel, I have to say that you are the first chef who has offered to take the bag.
Raised by a single mother, it hit me if I didn't carry it. So that's
Oh,
as far
no.
as we go.
Well,
Yeah.
that's very chivalrous of you and your mom.
Why, thank you.
So, thank you. What's next to
elk.
fill up the bag?
We're going to do elk shepherd's pie. It is going to be ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
We're going to do duck fat gravy with it, mirepoix, break it down. We're going to do a yam and potato blend, and I'm going to do some toasted pumpkin seeds on top. It's going to be ridiculous.
You know what that is? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That
It's
is.
gonna
It
be
really
delicious.
is. In an amazing way. So, are you
Um,
okay if we just grab one here? Great. How's that look?
Beautiful, into
That's
the
all we
magic
need?
OSFM bag.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's magic. All right, well let's go hit another booth.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Hi, we need something sweet for our menu.
Yes, we do. We're gonna do honey glazed heirloom carrots. We're gonna get the carrots in another place,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have bannock. So you always
Oh,
need
I
some
can't wait.
butter and honey. It's
Yeah.
like magic. So yeah.
So
we're gonna-
how about you show me the honey?
And we'll make some banging bannock. This is from Meadow Sweet out of Tofield.
Nice, nice
Yeah.
and close to Edmonton.
Look at that. That's gold.
And is that going to be enough?
That's how much honey we're showing.
Okay.
Magic bag.
Because we're using that for two things: carrots.
Yep, carrots,
And bannock.
bannock. We're gonna use dill glazed carrots, honey dill glazed carrots,
Okay.
and then just bannock
Yeah.
is gonna be out of this world.
All sounds ridiculous.
I'm making it with duck fat.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I hope you're not vegan.
Not for this show, I won't be.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
okay.
That's perfect. To the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. So you're really going to cook the bannock in duck fat.
There's going to be duck fat in the bannock.
Okay. But if you wanted to cook bannock without duck fat, say you may be vegan.
Most people are vegetarian or vegan that make bannock will use vegetable shortening and canola oil.
Okay, so there is an option there.
But you
But
gotta
not for
have
you.
animal fat.
For you, yeah.
You only regret the cheeseburgers you don't eat. 4 Whistle Farm, you can always come get little tubs. They also have
Nice.
rendered beef fat and stuff. It's so awesome.
Oh, I didn't even know that they sold it like that. And that's duck fat.
So you'd use
Ready
that
to
just
go.
like you'd use bacon grease, butter, vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil.
It just
Okay.
has a low boiling point, like a flash point. So if you did want to cook high heat, you put some vegetable oil or canola
In
oil
with it.
with it. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's gold.
Yeah, I've never cooked with it, so I'm excited to try this. Is it ridiculous?
It's ridiculous.
Is it magic? Okay. All right, well, let's keep the magic going. This is the Riverbend Gardens booth. So obviously we're here to pick up some really good ingredients.
We're gonna do roasted potatoes. So we're gonna do some mash, mixed mash. We got some fingerling potatoes. Wait till you
Nice.
try these with duck fat. The best thing you ever had.
Yeah, you know what? You're really hyping this up for me. I've got a feeling I'm going to love it.
You're never gonna use butter again.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even know you could buy the duck fat just on its own. So
When I grew up, my mom used to buy like 3 ducks, cook them, slow roast them, render all the fat out, save all that fat, and then for like a week straight, it would be like duck sandwiches, duck dinner, duck,
cereal, duck everything.
We're gonna get some onions,
Okay.
a couple white onions from Mirepoix.
Yeah.
Gonna be the base of everything we have. We'll do the red onions, dice it up fine. We can use it in the gravy. Kinda
Yeah,
get it
and why the mixture of onions? Why not just one or the other?
So a red onion, traditionally I wouldn't use for Mirepoix just because it's kind of too overpowering. So it's gonna be a base, carrot, celery, onions, right?
Okay.
The holy trinity.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And much like you and I.
Yes, I was going to say that's got to be part of the Trinity or the fourth part.
Kind of a big deal.
You
Look
are a big deal in every way.
You smell that?
I feel like, yes, thank you. Thank you.
we need a tiara.
I'd like to make a speech.
We need a tiara.
Yeah, that's right. Hold this behind, right?
That's-
How do I look?
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're gonna use the dill.
We'll wash this first.
We're buying some shard.
Do I
we're
still have some in my hair? Right?
You look
I'm keeping this
amazing.
though. I'm keeping my bouquet.
We're gonna use that in our carrots.
Okay.
We're gonna go up the road in a bit here. Wait till you see the carrots. Like once you look at them, we didn't have to do nothing to them, but we're gonna toss them in duck fat, toss them in
Yeah.
honey, toss them in
Because farm
dill.
fresh carrots, you can literally
Ugh.
just eat them as is.
And they're so sweet and delicious.
So sweet and delicious. All right,
And,
does that go in? Sweet and
150%.
delicious. That's
And
our
then
theme.
My recommendation is salmon.
Really?
So,
all
with
of-
dill,
Oh.
dill. Cook your salmon. Do the top. Make sure you do the bottom on the skin so it gets crispy.
Yeah.
Put mayonnaise on top. Season it.
Just
Chop up a
mayonnaise.
bunch of fresh dill. When you put it out of the oven, sprinkle it over top like heavy,
Yeah.
and then eat it like that. Your leftover is salmon salad. It's delicious.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And
Yeah.
like mom with duck, you can have it 2 days later and everything, right? So
Duck and salmon.
100%,
Right?
right?
I
You say
love it.
duck? What?
I
Oh,
say,
sorry,
look
sorry,
out.
sorry.
Woo. All right. Well,
Thank you
let's,
guys.
let's duck and go.
Duck and go? Okay.
Now, I don't want to say that you're corny.
Oh, you've been in my ear all day.
What's that?
What? Hello?
Talking to the mic.
I'm going to beat you up.
Don't, or I'll squash you.
Oh my God. Sundog Organic Farm, beautiful place, great produce. We're going to be grabbing fresh corn from them.
Okay. Well, we got some of that right here. What else do we need?
We're going to get zucchini or
Okay. We've
squash.
got lots of that.
We were going to do some sweet potatoes, but I think what we're going to work on, I might mash some beets,
Ooh, I love that.
right?
Yeah.
Mix that with some regular potatoes,
Okay.
and it would be just sweet and delicious.
Nice.
We'll probably put some duck fat in it. Yeah.
You know what? At this point, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Really, duck fat, you say? I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, you should see that coming. Yeah. So we're gonna grab in the magic bag.
Okay, magic bag. We'll start with the beets then.
Yeah.
Get the zucchini. There you go. A nice little color combination for you.
And then our corn.
Like
Don't
the
forget the corn.
Absolutely. We're going to grab some of that. All from Sundog.
And then
right?
I'm gonna show you the most magical carrots ever when we're in the kitchen. I got a little surprise for you.
Okay. All right. I want to see those.
Beautiful.
And let me guess, they're cooked in duck fat?
Yes, they are.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, that deal.
All right. So we've got all the other ingredients. We just need your sauces now to go with it.
We've got the 3 main hot sauces. We're gonna have the time of our lives.
Well, this has been so fun shopping. I can't wait to do the cooking with you.
This has been the best time. This bag, I'm actually going to give it to you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank
We'll grab
you.
some more sauces for when we go to the kitchen right after the place closes.
Oh, wow. Thank you very
No
much.
problem.
Yeah, and you said your wife had a hand in this too.
My wife, we don't call it slave labor. We call it quality time. And so we go on a lot of dates. And by dates, I mean she gets to label, bottle, cook,
Yep.
wrap, drive. She's working at another farmer's market right now. It's awesome. But when we started the company, if you eat all the sauces, no matter you go to our craziest hot sauce, you'll always get that flavor first and heat second. As I talked about how I started the company was based off that.
Yeah.
And so she's always like, I want the motto to be flavor first. And I was like, it can't be that.
Really? Can't be.
Well, you know what the motto has to be?
What does it have to be?
Duck fat.
Never trust the skinny cook.
And the more duck
Love
fat
it.
you use, the merrier your life will be.
Okay. Love that.
Thank
That's
you so much.
fantastic.
I'll see you in the
Thank
kitchen.
you.
We'll get you guys
Okay.
some Fat Man Little Kitchen shirts.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a little cooking of my own.
That's
I think
perfect.
now. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well we'll join up with Keith in the kitchen.
Yeah, since he's done managing the market, right?
Well, you said you're gonna make him cook.
Oh, he's got no choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got to get in there this
I'm
time.
even gonna bring him cut gloves so he doesn't
Oh.
cut his
okay.
little fingers.
That's right.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
awesome. Thank
we'll
you.
See you in the kitchen.
Have a good day.
Now, I don't know if it's possible to have too much fun shopping the market, but Keith, we had so much fun shopping the market. We thought we'd come back to the kitchen before we got in trouble,
put him to
probably.
work.
Yeah, put him to work. That's
You
right.
see why I left?
Playtime over.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
I
why
know.
we had a great shopping experience. So.
Listen, somebody's got to keep the lights on. And
That's
I
right.
love it.
Right?
Yeah.
And,
Responsibilities.
yeah, so chef, you've got a lot of good market stuff here. What are you making for us today?
We're gonna do 3 big things. We're gonna do a meat platter with accompaniment sides. We're gonna do elk shepherd's pie, which is gonna blow your mind.
Awesome.
And then we're gonna do bannock.
Bannock
Real bannock.
Love bannock.
from the motherland.
Not bannock with eggs or milk or sugar. Real bannock.
Bannock that they did out in the elements. right?
Traditional bannock. It's actually
Traditional.
Scottish fry bread, but
Yeah.
it actually is. But
Okay.
some of the staples that the Indian agents and that they gave the Indian reserves, part of that
Yeah, yeah,
continuity was flour, baking powder, baking soda, lard. And so this is one
And
of
you
the
create
things.
with what you got.
Made
right?
our own out of it, right? Now it's
Awesome.
ours. So
Okay.
Yeah,
So
nice.
before we get started, I notice you're wearing a lid. but I want to present you with one of ours.
Oh.
Oh.
I've made it. I've really made it.
You're somebody.
I'm gonna
now.
mess with your hat a bit, okay? I remember a year and a bit ago, I was at the old Strathcona Farmers Market. I met this good-looking dude named Keith. Never did I think I'd be on the television with a pretty lady and another pretty guy.
Shucks.
Marcel, only you. Only you. So let's get ready to get this thing going because I'm excited to eat your cooking,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not sure. There you go.
Don't trust a skinny chef.
You'll never
do
trust
it.
a skinny chef. Right? And a chef that doesn't eat certain things.
Oh.
You got to be able to eat everything.
If you don't like it, at least smile.
And pretend you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
100%. I just think of my mom reaching across the table and giving me one of those.
Okay,
I think
let's
you'll like
get-
everything here, though.
Oh, it's gonna be
I'm
awesome.
excited to try some of this stuff. So let's get ready and we'll get started.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah!
Ready?
So, chef, the first thing we're doing is the elk
Shepherd's
shepherd's
pie
pie.
with
Yum.
mashed yams,
Yeah.
toasted sunflower seeds. It's gonna be so good.
And
Can't
you
wait.
made some mirepoix ahead of time,
Yeah,
right?
with our amazing carrots. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can see
Yeah,
that.
you promised me some
Look at those.
incredible carrots
So
today.
what's in that mirepoix again? Refresh your memory.
We've got market onions, delicious market
Carrot.
carrot.
That's a market carrot there,
That's
right?
definitely a market carrot. We got celery.
And
Uh,
market onions.
Yeah, and then we have market garlic as well, Russian garlic. Who
Yeah.
was that from?
That was from Sunworks.
Sunworks.
Yeah.
Sunworks?
Yeah. Yeah. So
So we're just gonna.
That works for me.
That works for
you.
me. I didn't bring a peeler, so we're gonna do it old school.
And most people make shepherd's pie with potatoes.
Yeah.
This is kind of a twist to it.
You'll we're gonna be adding a lot of fat because the elk is super lean,
Totally right. Yeah, I never thought
Um,
about that. Yeah.
and then the sweet potatoes are gonna be just radical, give it a nice flavor.
So I heard throughout the shoot with Tracy that there was a lot of duck fat going on. Are we going to see any duck fat in this recipe?
There was a lot of duck fat.
Hold it.
Like a lot.
No, right?
So traditionally, bear fat. So like the lean meat we eat, the ungulates. So like elk, moose, deer, bison,
All lean.
all super lean meats.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of the fat we'll get it comes from goose, duck, bear.
Okay.
My mother, some indigenous stuff. Anyways, we don't eat bear meat.
Okay.
So I've never grew up with bear fat
Okay.
in my diet. So we
Yeah.
eat duck fat and goose fat. When I was a little kid, like I said, my mom would buy 6 ducks, roast them all, and
Yeah.
then we would eat duck sandwiches, duck pasta, duck everything for
Yeah.
a week. But then we'd have these freezer
Tubs
tubs full of duck
Yeah.
fat. Yeah.
Now you said it makes it more moist, but what does it do for the flavor? Do you really taste the duck, or
Oh.
do you taste more of the meat?
You taste the duck.
Okay.
So, but the thing about the duck is it's not like chicken. It's not like a bland.
Yeah.
It's super rich, super earthy.
It's more gamey, I would imagine.
Not really, actually. So when
No?
you're cooking with duck fat, you're gonna see some of that gamey flavor that you guys are used to in wild meat's gonna not be there.
Okay.
And then everybody talks about wild meat always being dry and tough, right?
Yeah.
We're not. It's not gonna be like that at all.
We're excited.
Yeah.
This is a new thing.
So we don't
Right.
need much. What we can do as well is we can put some regular potatoes in
Okay.
to soften it up. So I'm just gonna take a little handful because some people don't like yams.
But they'll make it a little sweeter, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Would
it makes it easier to mash too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this in the boiling water now.
Okay. So, chef, I noticed when you were putting the potatoes in the water, you added a few extra things.
We added some of our mirepoix,
Mm-hmm.
some of our fresh Russian garlic.
It smells so good.
Yeah, just for flavor. It's all getting mashed together.
Extra flavor, absolutely, right?
No duck fat yet,
No
Oh,
duck fat.
but duck fat's where it's at.
right?
The
So I've
Holy
been told.
Grail, duck fat. So now we have to get the elk ready.
Yep.
What's your process?
We're gonna put duck fat in. As soon as it starts to smoke, in a smoking skillet, we'll sear off the elk, make sure it browns, pull that off, keep the drippings inside. We're gonna do our mirepoix. After the mirepoix is half done, put the garlic in, peel all that out, put it on the side, and then with the last drippings and juice, we'll just toast up our pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
And then we're gonna build the elk, layer it, do some corn, do some sweet potatoes, our blend, and then we're gonna do 3-year-old cheddar, and then toasted pumpkin seeds.
I'm excited. I'm really
All
excited.
all sounds amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so we will just step back and let you do your thing right now.
There's,
Work your
once I
magic.
get swinging elbows in here,
I
you
know,
guys
I was
better
getting
be
worried.
watching.
I was like ducking and dodging already. And wow. All right, we got a little corny while we were shopping, Keith.
I heard.
You weren't a part of it,
It was
but
all
yes,
over
that's
the
right. It made
market.
the news, I think, that day.
So
Here we go.
yeah, so chef, the last piece of the prep.
We've discussed how we did our corn, get
Yeah.
it in the oven, soaked it. We're just going to take it off, deconstruct it.
Deconstructed, that's the
corn.
fancy way of saying you take the husk off of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So why don't we watch you do this? And
Look at how beautiful that is.
yeah,
What temperature did you cook it at, Chef?
325, it's a convection oven, so generally speaking, you're going to be 25 to 50 degrees lower in a
Lower.
convection oven.
Okay.
Same with home cooking. If there's one thing I've noticed nowadays, it's how many home ovens now have convection ovens.
they do.
Yeah.
But you know what I do at home is when I do corn like this, I just run it under the tap and I soak it through and through.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing my steaks or my pork chops or whatever, I throw it in the barbecue.
100%.
And it just steams inside. And this is the same version of what it is, right?
About how long would you cook it
Try
in the
that.
convection oven or in the barbecue?
Look at the husk. Look at the husk.
Mm.
So perfect.
Oh, good.
We've cooked the outside, inside's tender and juicy. You're gonna actually feel it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I just squeeze it in the husk, and you can feel your corn give away.
When it starts to feel a little squished.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. And that's beautiful. Yeah.
So good.
So, chef, the other thing, if you don't want to do all of this with corn, I mean, just a can of corn,
Peaches and cream. You'll never go wrong.
you never go wrong. I like when I do
It's
my
easy.
corn at home,
Mhm.
I got a spoon, and I'm eating out of a can. So whatever makes it into the dish makes it
One
into
for
the
me,
dish.
one for
Right.
the dish.
Yeah.
One for me.
Okay, so I
one for
guess
the dish.
we'll get ready now to
Yeah.
put this bad boy together, right?
We're gonna build that.
Mhm.
Once we build that, that's gonna be. This is the longest piece of the puzzle. The rest is super quick.
Yeah.
We'll have it ready to go. Let's get her
Perfect.
in.
Yum.
So, chef, we're getting ready to put this bad boy together.
Mm-hmm.
What's the process?
The best part we start with. Duck fat.
I should have known. I
Duck
should have
fat.
known.
Big clove
Yeah.
of duck fat. Old school style.
Spread it out, and so no sticking,
Yeah,
right?
so
No
cover the
sticking,
bottom
right?
of
Yeah.
the pan and the sides. Yeah, you got a lot in there.
No.
Not enough.
It's never,
There's
never,
never
too much.
enough.
Never too much duck
I'll
fat.
give you that. Right there.
Now, is this the next step?
Yep.
All right, before it goes in, I got my own tasting
We're
spoon.
tasting.
Because it smells like stuffing to me. Like it's kind of got that.
So we have sage in there. So we
Oh.
did the steps we said, and then we ended up doing was right at the end we used 4 whistle stop beef reduction,
Okay.
duck fat, reduced it down, and then tips to everybody at home. I put in 1 pack of packaged gravy. Everybody is
Your
like
secret recipe.
my secret recipe.
Ah.
But if I was in a room of chefs, you know, I'd have my vegetables that I cook down with my jus, and I'd be
You'd be
mashing it.
roasting bones
People
and
would
all
love that.
Yeah.
But nobody grows up with parents that are red seal cooks. So generally
Yeah.
speaking, what did they use to make gravy? A little pack of gravy. So
No.
Yeah.
just that flavor, that nostalgia. hits all the right things, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I'm a busy mom, so any type of thing that can speed it up is a huge help.
So, Chef, another thing I do at home is I use French onion soup mix.
100% you can use French onion soup mix.
Yeah.
Nice.
Try that and just sour cream as well for a dip.
Oh,
It's
I like that.
My wife's thing, not me.
No, no. That's our thing. That's movie night at my house. Right? So that's terrific. That looks amazing.
So this is our base. We got our duck fat.
Yes, we do. Right here.
We got our
Right
amazing
over here.
corn. So just sprinkle it on.
Amazing corn or maize, which is corn?
Oh,
see, I'm
I
entitled
saw
to
how
one.
you did that.
Yeah.
I saw. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
one.
I
Okay.
got one.
That was yours for the
He's
show.
now
Now he's
part of
done.
the corn club.
Yeah.
It's a cornucopia of things to come.
That's just too corny for
Yeah.
us.
I'll do that. So then we've got our fresh corn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna take our delicious mash, and that's our blend. So we've got all of our mirepoix and garlic.
Some sweet potato
Sweet
and regular
potato.
potato.
That's yam.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
It's yum.
Yum.
Yummy,
It's
yum.
a yummy
Yeah.
yum.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the secret is you don't want too much on top. So
Okay.
we
Mashed
just use
yam,
we're
that's
gonna
my
use our
jam.
hands.
Okay.
Smart way would be to pipe it on, but we ain't fancy today. We're just delicious.
We have gloves
Yeah.
on, so we can do all this.
It is technically
Yeah.
a piping bag.
Well, fast and
It is.
easy for food prep. That's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as easy as can be. Also, you could get the kids doing that at home too.
Right?
No.
Maybe
Yeah.
they can
Yeah.
eat their vegetables finally.
No, we can play with our veggies. We don't need to
Okay.
eat it.
We're gonna have me some cheese. Or we're gonna I'll just grab.
Just,
we're gonna
just
use
grab.
it.
You go in there. Yeah,
So
you're gonna use it all.
3-year-old sharp aged
Mhm.
cheddar. When we first did this recipe, we were super hesitant about using cheese because it's just not something that we would normally cook with.
Yeah.
And oh my god!
Amazing.
But it's a fusion, right?
Yeah.
Once we tried it, we're like, I can't believe we even had questions about this. Right?
You're like, why the hesitation?
And then the sunflower.
Pumpkin seeds, chef.
Pumpkin seed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those are so good.
Which was done in the duck fat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That was a test, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
So we're gonna grab our tin foil.
Okay. Curses, foiled
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah. Shiny sand down. I know it's a myth, but
No, no. It's good.
Yeah, I always wondered about that. So it is shiny side down?
so grandmas and parents have always said shiny side keeps the heat in, dull side keeps the heat out. Technically, I don't think it makes a real difference if you want to get scientific, but we still do it anyways.
Yeah, because you
Shiny
don't ever
side
want
in.
to do something wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
I look at it because I've heard that shiny side reflects the heat,
Right.
right?
So that's-
So, and then it holds it in. So
I'm gonna just take this back there and put it in the oven.
So, chef, you just put the shepherd's pie in the oven.
Yep.
I didn't ask how long.
325, we're in convection oven, 20 minutes. Just get it up to 165. It's a reheat. So
Yeah,
since everything's been
everything's
heated
changed,
again,
yeah.
we gotta get back to 165. Last 2 to 3 minutes, just take the foil off, turn the fan to high. In a normal oven at home, it'd be 350 for 35 minutes, and you let the top brown on a low broil.
Okay, all of that.
All right.
Yeah.
Good man. So now
What's
we're
next?
going to do the sides, right? So we got potatoes and veggies, and we got two types of veggies. But you're going to cook. We're going to start with the veggies that are going to take a little longer, more
Yes.
dense, right?
Always, yeah.
The root veggies.
So
Yeah.
They're all root.
our beautiful fingerling potatoes that we picked out, you remember those?
I remember those, but this is what's really getting my attention.
It's out of this world.
Because these are beets, but they're
Yellow
yellow,
beets.
which I love because then it doesn't make that big mess that beets always make. It looks like a crime scene in your
Yeah.
kitchen. You have to warn the kids that no one was injured.
But it looks like nectarines or peaches, right? You just
It
want
does. Yeah.
And they taste like
I snuck a taste. But I saw you too, so I followed your suit. And it does. It tastes like peaches.
Radish
It's very
peaches.
sweet,
Yeah.
but crunchy.
Yep.
Like an unripe peach.
So
and then a classic sweet potato.
sweet potato. So let's and you're going to chop some onions for us.
Mhm.
Flavoring color.
Let's a little flavor and
Right.
color. So
Because we don't just eat with our mouth. We eat with our eyes first.
eyes
and
first,
then our
right?
nose.
Yeah.
You can't say he's cutting with a little onion. That's a
Yeah.
big onion.
It's not the size of the
Eat that
onion; it's
after.
how you use it. So that everybody with a small onion.
Yeah, that's gonna add lots of flavor.
We're gonna do big chunks. If we do too fine, it's just gonna turn to mush,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So we'll put
Do
that
that
there.
right there.
That's a good tip.
Sweet potatoes in. Our yams. Our
There you go.
potatoes. Now we have some delicious fresh herbs. First, we're going to take the duck fat.
Of course.
Of course. How can we forget the duck
The
fat?
magic of television. If I could just have a duck fat container that just stayed full my whole life, I'd be the happiest man on earth.
Well, it looks like it. You're literally using it in everything.
Yeah, I love it. So, canola oil,
And
any kind of oil you're going to use,
Yeah.
tallow, bacon grease, it's all the same thing. A lot of people will worry about,
because you're roasting, you need something to make it roast,
right? A lot of people will worry about heart health. But you know, I think we talked about it last time.
Yeah.
Traditional indigenous diets, diets of people from the northern hemispheres, sub-Saharan Africa, parts of Asia. We have people that don't eat lots of refined starches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have high animal fat diets. Like the Maasai people just are like milk fat and blood and meat.
Yeah,
And that's what they live off, right? And it's good for them. So like this whole kind of notion that we have to eat 75% of our stuff is grains. Maybe it's not right, maybe it is, but we'll see how long I live. Maybe you do need to trust a skinny cook. So we got rosemary. We mashed the rosemary first, get the essence out of it. Some
Yeah.
sage again, super traditional.
And the fresh herbs are adding to the health of it.
Always.
Also, what's the importance of having fresh herbs as opposed to dried?
Keith?
Well, obviously flavor, right?
Flavor.
And if you do want to use dry, I guess the rule of thumb is double the portion. Right?
Double the portion. Always great to toast your herbs and your spices.
Really?
So a herb is a flower, a spice is a seed. That's the difference, right? So now we just got to get in here.
You've heard it here.
Yeah.
Probably
Right?
not first.
Yeah. First duck fat, now that. It's like blowing my mind.
I went to university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all the colors of this.
I studied history at university. That's why I'm a cook.
All the
The
history
his-
buffs are just turning their cameras
The
on.
history of duck fat right
Yeah.
here on our show.
Look at that.
So
Look
the
at
next
that.
thing you'll do is you'll put that in a pan in the oven for how long?
So in a normal home oven, you're going to be between 35 and 45 minutes. Convection oven, we're going to be 25, 30 minutes tops.
At how high?
325.
325,
Yeah.
keeping the same temp.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that. That's going to be awesome.
I love how you just get in there.
fat.
Yeah, I know.
So
I love
what
how you
we'll
just
do
get
is
in there.
we'll let you go change your gloves,
'Kay.
and then we're going to come back and prep the other delicate vegetables that'll go into
Wee! I can't wait.
It's
Okay.
carrots, you promise.
Oh, wait till you try the carrots. Yeah.
Do you like how we just magically reappear when the food is ready?
That's the smart people, man.
This way we get the pros to do all the work,
That's right.
and we
yes.
just show up for the great part.
As long as everybody doesn't just disappear when I gotta wash dishes.
Oh, gee, look at the time.
What this
Wow, I gotta go.
So, chef, you've got the steaks done, the veggies, potatoes. We saw how you did the potatoes with the root veggies, right?
Yep.
What did you do here?
So we finished the potatoes off with dill.
Yeah.
Our zucchini and carrot corn off the cob, tossed in duck fat, some more dry herbs, salt and pepper, super simple. Carrots we oven roasted with the zucchini and the corn, pulled it out, tossed it in dill and honey. I thought that was honey, it was delicious, so I might have put a little too much on, but it's going to be delicious.
Is there such a thing as too much honey?
No, there is not.
That just
No
means we
Pooh
can have it
Bear?
as dessert.
Okay, so we'll let you kind of plate up this stuff because we're doing this family style, right?
Always family style.
Yeah.
First Nations community better be willing to eat off other people's plates. Feast ceremony is a big thing. So after you do your whatever you're doing with your family, enjoying your time, there's always a big feast after. I always loved it because at the end of feast, there's always big bowls of frozen blueberries and strawberries and bannock and nothing better. And then usually, if you're out sundancing or going to fasting camps or whatever, there'll be family there, people taking care of the camp when you get out. Somebody will have gone hunting, and it's always awesome fresh meat ready.
Yeah.
Like what we've got here.
Exactly.
So that's that. Perfect.
That's
that looks
beautiful.
scrumptious.
So we're going to start by cutting these, and then I'm going to put a little sauce on top. I'll put gravy on one. I'm going to cut this last, because this is the Saskatoon, so if people don't like spice, we'll give them down. And since we're going to do family style, we'll just cut it nice and
In bite-sized
nice
pieces.
little strippies.
So, Chef, you rested the meat before you're now cutting it. What is the rule with that?
So generally you want to rest your meat before you bring it up, or actually it's bring it to warm room temperature.
Yeah.
And then what that does is it lets it cook more evenly. In some instances, it won't reduce the heat of your oven or whatever you're cooking in, right? And then you always want to let it rest after, because I don't want to say the blood absorbs back in, but if you cut it too soon before your meat's rested, it's just going to bleed out.
So is that with all red meats?
That's pretty much with all meats.
All meats, even chicken.
Even chicken. You can overcook chicken hard. Like if you
I probably have a few times.
if you try sous vide chicken, sous vide overnight at 150. And that's going to scare people because they're like, well, don't we have to heat chicken at 165, 185 with the bone on? Mm-hmm. And you're like, technically, but the reason those temps are done by Alberta Health Services or Safety Canada is because that temp you hit is only for 10 to 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So if you're cooking it long, low, and slow, you can go much higher.
I see.
Good to know.
Keith, you want to try that?
Oh, lucky.
I know people.
You do.
You try a
Apparently
little?
you've got, look at, I know people too. Cheers. Can you cheers with bison?
Yes, you
So
can.
Cheers.
The rosemary. Wow.
You can taste it, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know what this needs so?
Duck fat?
A little. I'm pretty sure it's got that, a little bit of your sauce.
We do have some right here.
I'm getting saucy.
I'll just pour some over this bun end here, and then you can try some of that. That's what I was going to do anyways.
What sauce are you pouring, Chef?
Ghost pepper bourbon barbecue sauce. Everybody here's ghost pepper, they get wigged out. But the Jack Daniels, the alcohol and the denatures the capsaicin crystal, so you don't get that
Killer.
big butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, killer. That one's gonna be mine. Now we have gravy.
So you're gonna have some of your sauce, barbecue sauce. You're gonna put a little bit of gravy on it.
Yeah,
And then the flank steak is marinated with your Saskatoon.
Saskatoon marinade.
Yeah.
So
So you've got a bunch of different flavors going here.
100%.
Yeah. And look at
That
that,
smells so
medium rare,
wonderful.
right?
Beautiful.
Can you imagine having guests over and presenting this?
So the one thing about flank steak, as always, guys, tough meat. Super awesome if it's done well. So we marinate it almost always in something acidic.
Yeah. Break it down to fibers.
Break it down,
Yeah.
hit it hot heat, and then always cut against the grain.
Yeah.
And then we just take it super.
Because you promised that the bison wouldn't be too dry, especially cooked in the duck fat. And
Yeah.
you're right, it is so moist and tender.
It doesn't taste like wild meat, right?
Not at
No.
all.
No.
Try that.
Cut that out.
Try that.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I'm going to dip it in a little bit of this sauce.
Oh, there's sauce on it.
Is there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Try
right.
that one. Good.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. not need to extra spice. Woo! Woo!
I'm loving those flavors.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Why am I imagining the cartoons where the like steam comes out there? And like,
Finger looking good.
mm.
Normally I'd have my forks, but that's okay.
That's okay. You're doing well in this kitchen.
Mhm.
As a guest chef in our kitchen here at the market.
Next time
You're
when I
doing
come
amazing.
back, we're gonna. And I can't wait to come back and cook in the new kitchen.
Mhm.
But yeah, that'll be hopefully next year. We get our renovations done and we'll have a brand new kitchen. So
Look at that.
Oh my goodness!
That is
If you had guests over, they would never leave,
beautiful.
or at least until the
that's
meat was gone.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's beautiful.
perfect.
Wow.
So
okay.
when we come back,
Elk
we gotta get
shepherd's
the
pie.
Yeah.
shepherd's pie, right?
And we're all coming back.
You think this looks good? Well, if there's elk shepherd's
does.
pie, you guys don't have to come back. I'll stick around by myself.
Yeah. Oh
I
no,
might
we'll
need
be
to
back.
wash the dishes.
We'll be back. Yeah.
Got a fork with it. So chef, the last dish, bannock.
Yep.
Right? I've never been a good baker because preciseness, right? Most baking
Yeah.
is you have to be on. But I
Yeah.
hear you like baking.
I do. I love baking, but I have to be honest. I tried making bannock once because I love it, and the bannock I've had was delicious, but mine was not. It was not good bannock, so I've
Well-
never tried it again.
We'll teach you the most basics, and my wife's a baker, so I also don't know how to bake.
Oh, okay.
And when I challenged my red seal, I failed baking every time. Actually,
I know.
even when I passed, I
Yeah,
failed
yeah.
baking. But
You just need your wife to sneak
that's
in there and do the cooking for him.
100%. But when I was taught by my mom, and I've tried to ask her for. There's no measurements.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't exist.
She cooks like me then.
100%.
Yeah.
So a cook makes good bannock,
Oh,
but a
okay.
baker
That would explain it.
is tough with bannock because
Right.
they're expecting it to be
Exact.
a science.
See, yeah, I do.
So the way I was taught is we have our bowl, have it even level halfway up. We take our
And I like flowers in my hair, but not flour.
flour in my hair.
Yeah,
Just give me a sec here,
yeah
guys.
you got it all for you already.
Make sure when you get your baking powder, everybody,
Yeah.
read the ingredients.
Interesting.
There is the #1 seller of baking powder in Canada. The #1 ingredient is cornstarch. So
Oh.
if you look for baking powder, make sure to go
Yeah.
down your aisle. Generally, it's going to be not the #1 one, and just
Okay.
make sure you look at the ingredients. Because if we look there, the first ingredient is sodium bicarbonate.
Mhm.
The second ingredient is cornstarch. So it doesn't seem like much, but my wife has taught me this because
Ah,
she's a
okay.
baker.
She's a
Good to know.
professional.
So we're going to put on just enough to cover the top,
Liberally.
and you're going to
Yeah.
want it to be almost too much, but not enough that you can taste the baking powder.
Okay.
So there is a science that I don't know. Maybe
It's
it'll taste bad.
Yeah, I've
But
done that. I
guess
put
what
in
we're
too
gonna
much. Wow.
The duck fat will
It-
cover everything.
Okay, because mine didn't. It tasted like battery acid.
So then we're going to mix it up.
Yeah.
Just our dry ingredients. Then we do a little pocket.
Yeah.
So this is the secret. My mom always told me. Get it down.
Mhm.
Do your pocket. Make your well.
Yeah.
So this is the part I love about baking is getting your
Right.
hands right in there.
So that's our well. My mom's always looks so much better, but that's okay. I got lukewarm water, just tap water. You don't need nothing fancy.
I think your mom would be proud. That looks
Right?
pretty good.
The secret's right to the top.
Okay.
Since it's sea salt, I'm going to put it in the water and not in the flour,
Okay.
just so it dissolves,
Is
right?
this a bit more coarse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Good little tip there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, coming
Especially for
around hot,
non-bakers.
Yeah.
this is our duck fat. So
Of
you're
course
gonna
it
use
is.
you're gonna use lard or shortening. Some people will use. There's no wrong way to make bannock. I'm super flour, salt, baking powder, water. That's how I was taught.
Yeah.
And then you always put lard or duck fat into it. So what you get your cold water on top and your hot oil. When you pour it in, you're gonna see it turn into little balls
Oh,
of goodness.
yeah.
And then as they cool down,
It's got
they're gonna
bubbles everywhere.
float through it. Yep. Take that back over here.
Oh, wow.
Now as it cools, it goes through our salt. Ooh, that's hot. And we just slowly mix it
Slowly bring
together.
that in.
And then once we bring that in, it'll look like wet
Pancake
pancake batter.
that's-
Exactly like it
That's
looks
what
like.
I had for breakfast
Sam-
yesterday. Not pancake batter, but pancakes.
You had pancake bannock,
Yeah.
apparently. Yeah, see, with mine, I think I made it too thick. Maybe it's
You want it to be super watery.
okay.
So my mom would hit me as well for
'Cause you
wearing
keep
nitro
adding.
gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta,
get your hands
gotta
in
get
there,
your hands
right?
dirty, right?
Yeah. What would your wife say?
Ah, I don't think my wife actually ever says anything because the amount she tells me I don't listen to her, I must not, right?
Oh no.
I respect her feelings. Yeah.
Well, and again, you said this isn't for bakers. This is a cook.
This is a cook thing,
Cook
right?
food. Okay.
If it was a baker, it'd be a biscuit or
A
something.
pinch.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
You'd have measuring cups out.
No
Yeah.
measuring cups.
Yeah.
This is all about feel,
That's exactly what it is.
and it has to be.
So look at it. What is that starting to look like?
Yeah, pancake batter.
It's starting to look like pancake batter. So once we're here, that's when the mess starts. So we're gonna flour
Oh.
our table.
Yep.
You
Messy is my type of cooking.
Yeah, flour your table, and you don't want to break the starch, so you don't want to knead it too much. Keep it nice and soft.
What happens if you break the starch?
It won't rise. What does my wife say? If you break the gluten, Marcel, by overbeating it, it won't rise, and it'll be blah blah blah, and it just doesn't do
Yeah.
what you want to do.
It's hard, right? Yeah.
The other thing you can't do is what did she say? She always tells me, don't buy the high protein flour, Marcel. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
There's something that I learned from her. There's different levels
Just
of
one thing.
Have protein
Yeah,
in your flour,
protein
so you
flour.
want more carbs in there.
Yeah.
So, chef, before you go to the next step, I think Tracy and I will excuse ourselves.
You don't want to get messy?
No, I see
Okay.
you. I see you
I do
looking like
it
that.
all the time.
And
Yeah.
we will let you be because that's when you need some space to do your thing.
Done
Right.
deal.
And
Yeah.
then you're gonna make these. You're gonna fry them, and then we're gonna come back. And when we come back, we're gonna start plating up.
Mhm.
Right?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need it to
Nobody
be
more
extra
excited
messy.
than us
Yeah, perfect.
because there's tasting after.
Wicked. Thank you, guys.
Well, the last dish to plate up.
The first one we did.
It looks amazing. Look at that.
That's elk shepherd's pie.
Elk shepherd's pie, like your mama used to.
My mama never made a shepherd's pie like
Like
that.
I would say it's better, but I don't want to get in trouble with your mom.
Yeah,
That's all right. She raised a good kid, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, chef, why don't we get this baby plated
You
up?
want to see this?
Yeah.
yes, let's see the inside of that.
So we didn't want it too thick.
Mhm.
Let's see if I can do this without destroying it.
I don't think you could destroy it. That looks so good.
Awesome.
You see that? It's amazing.
No, that one's kind of mangled a bit.
Oh, oh,
We're
oh,
okay.
oh.
It's okay.
It'll still be delicious.
That's okay.
Let's flip this around.
My mom always says it'll all look the same when it gets to your tummy. So,
That's exactly it.
and that's the big decider.
Look at that. What time is it right now?
It is shepherd's pie time.
I was going to say bannock time.
Oh,
Bannock
is it?
time.
That's even better. That's even more fun to say. It is bannock time.
Put one of these. Just look at that. Right there.
Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that.
So what's
Oh,
the rest
how
of the
good.
crew gonna eat?
I'm
Yeah,
eating all this.
because I've got mine, so I'm just gonna have this now, and we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
No, so we've got a great feast here. Super traditional items. Fancy twist. Little classic twist.
Well, it's you're a different generation. You're a younger generation, so you gotta, and you're a foodie and you're a professional chef. So every chef we've ever worked with brings a twist to their own recipe. Even when I cook a traditional recipe at home, and so with you, we add what we want to add to it. Right?
Flavor.
And
Flavor.
we love your delicious twists.
Yeah. Chef.
It's called bannock.
That's right. No, it's called bannock time.
Bannock time.
Oh yeah.
We want to thank
It's
you for
bannock
being
time.
here today and cooking in our kitchen and being a part of the market.
I love being a part of the market. Like I said, I've been coming here since I was a little kid, and when we started our own company, that was my only goal, was to sell,
Get into the market.
be in the old Strathcona Farmers Market. And
So-
look at everything I ever wanted when I grew up.
Your dream has come true.
You're all grown up now.
Yeah,
That's
I've
right.
grown up so
Yeah.
much, I'm growing
Yeah.
out. So, yeah.
Well, never trust.
A skinny cook.
Skinny cook.
Except for
That's
you.
right.
Yeah, I'm not a professional.
All right.
I'm not a professional.
Yeah, well, and this is just some of the great foods and sauces, and also chefs that you can find at the market. So guess what? We'll see you at the market.
Yeah.